Welcome to the super fun interactive explainer. We are literally going to hack your brain today to put a stop to those exhausting, endless study cycles and actually start getting massive results. Look, we all know that awful feeling, right? You stare at a textbook for hours, your eyes just kind of gloss over the text, and when you finally close the book, your mind is a complete blank. You feel totally drained and remember absolutely nothing. Well, today, we're going to fix that forever. Okay, let's dive right in. Let's kick things off with a totally crazy fact. A specific technique we're going to reveal today gives you a massive 57% retention rate. I mean, that is literally doubling the effectiveness of just reading your textbook. Mind blown. Practically speaking, this means going from barely scraping by to confidently recalling those super obscure details right in the middle of a stressful exam. Instead of just vaguely remembering you read something somewhere on a page, you're going to have the facts locked and loaded. And here's the harsh reality of it. When you compare that 57% retention rate to the sad, tiny 29% you get from passive reading, it's pretty clear we need to change how we learn, and we need to do it fast. So why does this happen? Well, it turns out our brains evolved to solve complex problems and take action in the real world. Not to just sit perfectly still and absorb static text like a sponge. Your brain completely rejects passive consumption. It is aggressively designed for active engagement. But before we get to the hacks, we have to talk about the ultimate villain in all this, the passive study trap. You see, the sneaky culprit hiding in your study sessions is this thing called the illusion of knowing. Here's the psychology behind it. Highlighting makes for pretty, colorful pages and gives you this massive but completely false sense of accomplishment. It triggers something called fluency in your brain. Basically, you recognize the words, which tricks the brain into thinking you have actual mastery over the material. But fluency is just a mirage. Self-testing and asking questions, on the other hand, builds the actual brain muscle you need to recall words without prompts. That temporary difficulty you feel, that is the exact signal that real learning is happening. All right, let's launch into our supercharged countdown with hack number 1, the 80-20 rule. Also known as the Pareto principle, this concept proves you absolutely do not have to study every single page equally. Why? Because 80% of your exam score comes from just 20% of the syllabus. Let that sink in for a second. This universal law is named after an economist named Vilfredo Pareto. He famously noticed that 80% of Italy's land was owned by just 20% of the population. It turns out this incredible imbalance applies to almost everything in life, and it definitely applies directly to the structure of your syllabus. So, the crucial question is, how do you figure out exactly what that 20% is? Well, you've got to act like a detective. Don't just read front to back. Start by aggressively analyzing the past 5 to 10 years of old exams. You're looking for clear patterns here. Pay super close attention to specific chapter themes that examiners clearly favor and just love to repeat year after year. Once you find those high-yield gold mines, focus your energy strictly on those core concepts to maximize your study time. Moving right along to hack number 2, active recall. Honestly, this is the absolute hero of this entire explainer. If you take away just one thing today, make it this. Active recall is all about forcing your brain to reconstruct information completely from memory, which physically strengthens your neural retrieval pathways. Think of your brain like a really dense forest. The first time you try to recall a fact, you're hacking through thick brush. It is super hard. But every time you retrieve that memory, you clear a wider and wider path until eventually it becomes an effortless, paved highway. Okay, actually pause this explainer right now and try to remember what hack 1 was out loud. Did you do it? See that little bit of brain strain you just felt? That means genuine learning is happening. It's literally like lifting weights for your memory. A super fun, highly interactive way to practice this is something called the blurting method. Here are the steps. Study a section, close the book, set a timer for 5 to 10 minutes, and just dump absolutely everything from your brain onto a blank page. Now, I know staring at a blank page is incredibly intimidating, but it's precisely that emotional friction that forces your brain to encode the information permanently. Finally, open your textbook back up and check for gaps to see what actually stuck. It is wonderfully messy and incredibly effective. Next up is hack number 3, the Feynman technique. This one's named after Richard Feynman, a brilliant Nobel laureate who completely understood that hiding behind complicated jargon is usually just a mask for not actually getting a topic. As the philosopher Mortimer Adler brilliantly put it, the person who says he knows what he thinks but cannot express it usually does not know what he thinks. In other words, if you can't express it simply, you don't actually know it. Feynman lived by this rule, always demanding profound simplicity. So let's break down how this actually works as a structured technique. The core of this hack is 4 simple steps. Select a concept, teach it to a 12-year-old, review and refine, and then test and archive. You have to explain the concept out loud using words so incredibly simple that a child could easily understand it. Why 12-year-old? Because a 12-year-old has enough vocabulary to understand basic logic, but they absolutely will not let you get away with using complex textbook jargon to hide the fact that you don't really understand the core mechanics of what you're talking about. And here's the real magic. The exact moment you start stumbling over your words while explaining it, well, congratulations! You have just found the exact gap in your knowledge that you need to go back and fix. This stuttering or frustration isn't a failure at all. It's a diagnostic tool. It acts exactly like an X-ray for your brain, pinpointing the precise paragraph in the textbook you actually need to review. This completely eliminates the need to waste hours rereading chapters you already know, saving you a massive amount of time. Now, we've all been there, right? Which brings us to hack number 4. Strategic cramming. Okay, I have to say right off the bat, cramming is an emergency technique, definitely not a lifestyle. But for those times when you've accidentally left absolutely everything to the very last minute, you have to focus on building core knowledge blocks rather than passively skimming text. Why is this so critical during an emergency? Because building foundational knowledge first gives your brain the necessary scaffolding. If you just rapidly read random details, they kind of float in a panic-induced void, and actually, scratch that, they just completely disappear. But with a solid foundation, any new rushed facts actually have a structure to stick to. So here are your emergency tactics. First things first, ditch the giant textbooks entirely. Instead, use past papers to find patterns, do 20 to 40-minute blocks of active recall, and condense the absolute essentials, like core formulas and definitions, onto one cute, hyper-focused, single-page summary sheet. Why only one page? Because forcing yourself to condense massive amounts of information is in itself a powerful act of active recall and prioritization. It forces you to decide what truly matters. But please, whatever you do, do not waste precious time passively rewriting notes in pretty colors. Do not multitask. And absolutely do not try to learn completely new topics from scratch. Cramming totally unfamiliar subjects usually results in zero retention under stress anyway, so just cut your losses, focus on mastering what you somewhat know. And finally, under no circumstances should you pull an all-nighter. Which perfectly leads us to this mind-boggling fact. Sleep is absolutely not optional. Skipping sleep drops your ability to learn new things by a whopping 40%. And here's the insight on why. Memory consolidation. During the day, your hippocampus gathers new information, but it's during REM sleep that your brain physically transfers those short-term memories into your permanent long-term storage vault. Without quality sleep, that critical transfer simply doesn't happen, and the information is just wiped away. So seriously, get some rest. So now that you're armed with these supercharged brain-hacking study techniques, I have a serious question for you. Will you choose the temporary discomfort of real learning or stay stuck in the passive study trap? Remember, this productive struggle you feel when using active recall is a literal superpower. It is the exact feeling of your brain growing stronger. Are you ready to embrace the friction, utilize these hacks, and absolutely crush your next exam? The choice is totally yours, and I just know you're going to do amazing.